just gotta make sure my house is
What is going on, everybody? It's me, RDV, and I'm here with Zach, who's cooking stuff in the kitchen. So he'll be on the screen later on. So there's your warning.
scare anybody right off the bat, you know.
Exactly.
Mariah's back. She might have forgot what I looked like. I didn't want to like terrorize her or anything.
Yeah, you can't handle that. Tonight's stream though is sponsored by a new thing that I found. It's Sprecher Root Beer, which is here in Wisconsin, here, Kenosha.
What's it
It's
called?
in a can. It's in a can form now.
Sprecher?
Yep, fire brewed craft soda.
Fire brew. That sounds interesting.
Look at that, dude. It's got like a.
I like that with the Gryffindor logo.
Yeah. Gryffindor. It's made with the honey. You know?
Endorsed. What? Oh wow, made with honey, dude. I want to try that. Where can I order that off Amazon?
Made with honey, natural. It's made with honey. Yep. And it's like I said, it doesn't have that much sodium either. It's like 75 milligrams of soda, but 260 calories though. That's a
16-ounce can of it costs $30
on Amazon.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
A 12-ounce is $33.
I usually get in the bottle form. So I used to.
I see the bottles.
When I was a kid, I used to ride on my bike, and have the bottle because it looked like a beer bottle. I'm like hoping a cop doesn't pull me over because I got a 6-pack under my arm with a bunch of bottles. I'm drinking one as I'm bicycling because I always take the labels off it too. Candy, you had to have the candy cigarettes, and then I have like the brown bottle with the label on it. Because
a 12-pack of 16-ounce cans is $30 on Amazon.
Do you have Kroger by you at all?
No, we don't do Kroger down here in the South.
Oh, yeah.
Kroger's one of them northern brands. We don't trust them.
Yeah. But like I said,
I'll see if it's in Louisiana somewhere.
Oh.
Wasting precious cargo, sir.
There we go. Hold on a second.
That's okay. I have cold brew coffee with me tonight with a little bit of oat milk in it.
One of the days I don't have napkins.
It's not. Hey, you've got comic books.
So, how about you share your screen for a second?
My screen is up.
All right. No, share your screen as far as the legal. And then I'll let you go because I'm going to clean this up because this
okay.
Everywhere.
Dang.
On my desk.
Okay, let me see. Present.
That was crazy. Craziness.
Wild, man. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Okay. So we are on League of Comic Geeks. I never get the controls. This is a rare occasion. So yeah, we're on League of Comic Geeks. And of course, if you're new, if this is your first time with us, this is where RDV and we go through all the new books coming out this week and we list our top 5. So it adds up to being 10 sometimes. Sometimes we overlap. But yeah, the top 5, what we think the best books of the week will be. And I guess I get to start off this week. My number 5 book, as you can see, you've got a lot of indie comics here at the top. My number 5 book this week, though, is from Mr. Ram V. And also several different artists. There's Stefano Raffaele, Riccardo Federici. He likes to work with a lot of the Italian artists, I know, or at least they all sound Italian. But this is Detective Comics. This is issue number 1082. Ram V's had a nice little run going on here. Right now, he's got Bruce Wayne kind of out in the desert, rediscovering himself, and Gotham City is under the influence of this other family called the Orghams or the Orghams. And right now they're trying to convince Gotham that you guys never really needed Batman. They're gaslighting Gotham into thinking they didn't need Batman, which is kind of funny because I was thinking of Gotham by Gaslight. I was like, clever. But it's been a really neat story, though, so far. There's been some interesting stuff with Two-Face and Mr. Freeze and Catwoman. Admittedly, the story has kind of slowed down once Bruce Wayne left Gotham City, but there has been some interesting elements to the story. One thing also that they do here in Detective, they do this in Action Comics as well, is it's become like an anthology. So there's another story in here, a backup story called His Name Was Dr. Hurt. Did you just open another can?
That's the same one.
What to say?
Half of it was foam spraying in my mouth like a Mentos.
Just like double fisting root beers. The backup story, though, is from Dan Waters and Christopher Mitten. It's about a doctor named Dr. Hurt, who's this psychiatrist. And he's a very bad one who is malpracticing against all of these patients that are all conspiring now to kill him. So Dr. Hurt apparently is also the alias of Thomas Wayne. So is Thomas Wayne alive? Is all of this like a prequel? Like, I'm very curious to see where this backup story goes. Actually, it's a good backup story. Usually when I see a backup story, I get ticked off because it's either really bad or the art's bad or something.
Will it be better than Ram V? Dan Waters, maybe, possibly.
Ram V is a good writer. You just don't appreciate culture.
Oh, I do. I do like Ram V. It's just that not current Ram V.
Current Ram V is good. The Vigil was great. And he's got that Creature of the Black Lagoon series coming out soon. That's going to be awesome. He's also got like a Pacific Rim. Like,
is he still going across the freaking desert? Really?
It's only been 2 or 3 issues. This is a really cool cover, though. I do like this one.
It's on a desert and the horse with no name.
Yeah, exactly. Then there's
felt good to get out of the rain.
Cover C.
DC, why have you forsaken me?
And then these are the incentives, like the 1 in 50 that I'm certainly not going to be getting. But it's just the black and white of the cover A. But yeah, cover A is not bad. It's very Masquerade Ball-esque. It almost, it looks very Renaissance. Ram V, his whole detective run has had this kind of gothic Renaissance feel to it that I've actually been really digging with the covers. But yeah, so this is my number 5 book this week, Detective Comics number 1082. And RDV, I will hand control of the screen back over to you if you're ready.
All right, hold on a second.
He's not ready. And hello to Jackson Roykirk and Undead Quinn, who says Mariko Tamaki talk and Ram V is overrated. Disagree. I think he's appropriately rated. Also, Eric Breen is here, and Maranya, and Evil Black Cat, and the Ethereal Dragon. And that is everyone in the chat.
What? Everyone's here?
Everybody's here. The whole gang's here, except for Norm. There's no Norm.
Well, we got our Cliff. We got Eric Breen.
There you go. Yeah. That was a Cheers joke. Maybe I won him over, my Cheers joke.
I just want to go where everybody knows my name.
That would be here.
All right.
That would be here.
Alrighty.
Well, Detective was my number 5.
Wait. Would that make Dalton Kelsey Grammer?
No, he's not Frasier. How dare you?
I feel like you'd be Woody.
I would be. Which one's the mailman? Which one is John Ratzenberger?
That's Cliff.
You sure
I said you'd be Woody Harrelson. Woody the
I wouldn't be Woody Harrelson. I want to be Frasier. Why can't I be Frasier, dadgummit? I like Frasier more than anybody else in this group.
Yeah.
He probably Dalton probably would be Frasier, though.
You do have the crazy ex, though.
She's not crazy. She's not. No, she's not like Lilith. She's not a Lilith level ex.
All right. Go to my number 5 here, and I'm
still here.
Yeah, I know you.
Okay.
Number 5 this week is surprised me. Did not know this was a thing until I saw it. Joe Jusko is doing the cover art on this. I wish he was in the interior. It'd be kind of cool. But Savage Sword of Conan. Crazy that this is coming out. And the only thing that worries about me, and this is why it's on my number 5. It's John Acurdy, who I believe was the guy who was writing Gun Honey. And after he did that last one series, the spinoff, didn't end well. But who knows? Maybe this will be better. But my thing is, it's like these Savage Sword of Conan was always the magazines for, as I recall. So will this be more graphic than the main series. I mean, what's going to separate this, from the original one? But I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to have the same story on two different titles. No, the same kind of. I mean, I want to have good storytelling, that quality. But like, because my problem is that like if Savage Sword of Conan is the same quality writing, or same kind of storytelling as I'm getting over it with Conan Barbarian, I would just choose one of them and not read the other one. I don't know. It's like I said, I just.
It looks like Savage Sword is an anthology because there is at least one other story in there. It's a Solomon Kane story.
Yeah.
So
not really sure. Jim Zub's got. It's Jim Zub. We got Patrick Zurcher, and So if this is the ongoing, we're gonna have if it's gonna be like Batman the Brave and the Bold or whatever it's called, Urban whatever.
Yeah, the team up book.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah. What was it? Urban Stories, Urban Legends, whatever it was.
Urban Knights or Urban Legends, something like that.
The one that made Tim gay. Yeah, the anthology book.
I thought that was just Robin. Oh yeah, no. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new Batman. There's a new Brave and the Bold series.
Yeah,
right now.
Which is the same damn thing. It just changed the title.
Pretty much.
Like I said, maybe this looked good. Like I said, I originally thought it was just a John Curdy, but then I realized it's 80 pages. You're right, it's 80 pages.
It's also, I see right there, magazine, so it's going to be a big old son of a. I don't think it's going to be a regular comic book. I think it's going to be a magazine.
And size. I hope that it holds up to what they did in the past with it. Magazines. There's no code. It means they can do what they want. Looks like they're gonna have some art pinups in here too as well.
Nice.
Honestly, I just hope that this continues to be a good thing for them because Titan needs a win. Conan's been great for them, but they've had a lot of bad books too as well come through them as well. And honestly, this would be a blow to as far as Dynamite, and because Dynamite only has one good thing going for them, and that's Red Sonja right now.
What about like the Bell or the Robin Hood? Those are those are Xenoscope.
That's Xenoscope. Yeah,
those are Xenoscope. I get Xenoscope and Dynamite confused.
Marnie says that Patrick Church is a damn good artist. He just falls in the trap of people deliberately evoking him to get a reaction. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. It's 80 pages, and it's magazine size. I love magazines, but I gotta go buy another freaking magazine box now. Because
Breen says James Bond is Dynamite.
Oh, that's right. You forgot about that. So it's two things you got going.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. That's good.
Dynamite has some good stuff. Every now and then they do a Green Hornet. Every now and then.
I hope it's longer than 6 issues.
What, James Bond?
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably going to be a limited run. They usually are, though, aren't they?
It feels like the only people that get like long like stories there is like Mark Russell.
Yeah.
or the ones you don't want. There you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, 80 pages for $7. It is Savage Sword of Conan. It's got a Joe Jusko art from 2023 on the cover here. Anybody who knows who Joe Jusko is, he did a lot of the cool art back in the day as far as for Vampirella. Some other stuff.
That is a pretty sweet cover.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucio Perillo is great, but Joe Jusko's better. Lucio Perillo's got a fetish with tentacles and weird stuff. I don't know what's going on. He's got a hentai-mind when it comes to Vampirella covers. Like, I look at this and I just think of all the blue-haired weirdos that are like heads exploding. There's a girl holding on to a guy and he's half naked. What feminism, like this is such toxic male toxic masculinity. It's like this is awesome. This is what Conan is. Conan just freaking slays people up and he gets the babes. That's why Duke Nukem was so great. Because they actually, yeah, the last month Gun Hunting was meh. So Mike, John Arcudi, this is your time to redeem yourself.
He wrote all the Gun Honeys and the spinoff with the Redhead.
he wrote the spinoff too as well. He wrote the original, the main one, and then he wrote the spinoff recently.
He didn't write the sequel though, because there was a sequel to Gun Honey, wasn't there?
No, that was a spinoff. I don't think there's a sequel yet.
I thought there was a volume 2 of the main girl. I could be wrong though.
Maybe there is. It's been a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Comic books take forever to release.
Unless you're Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini, and then it's like clockwork.
Right. But even then, I have to go back and thank goodness I have the digital files. I can just binge through them.
Good point. It's a good point.
Speaking of digital files, I told the Mark, I was talking to him the other day. He's like, Count America #1's up on there on the pirate site. He's like, yeah, unfortunately. He's like, man, I felt like making a count on there just to tell people it's like, who are waiting for volume 2 to come out, to go to the actual iconic site and buy it. It's like you can buy the omnibus now. It's like, but it's always interesting to see what people their opinions of current books when we know they're good books. Mm-hmm. Some are like, oh, this is just stupid trope, whatever. And then there's other ones that are like, holy crap, where has this been hiding? So anyway, let's go to your number 4, sir.
Alrighty, my number 4. We're gonna keep it with this DC Comics hype train. We're going to the best guy at one of the best guys at DC right now, Mr. Joshua Williamson. His supposed to be limited series got bumped up to an ongoing, working with Mr. Sean Isaac on Green Arrow. We're on issue number 9 this week. Number 9. Now we have Oliver Queen. First of all, I do have something negative. I don't know if this is their idea or not.
Is it Waller?
I don't know. Waller, I don't care. I think everybody makes way too much out of Amanda Waller. It's like she's a good villain.
you mean
that's it?
Amanda Waller.
My issue is, why does Oliver Queen have his logo on the side of his hood? Like,
it's on his chest piece too.
No. Well, the chest piece is fine. No, it's not on his chest piece. It's on his belt. It's on like the belt buckle
right here.
That's just a.
It's the same one you see. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the G on his head.
Oh, the G.
Yeah, the G. Like the belt buckle is fine, but now they got
that one there. G. Yeah, okay. I didn't see that.
It looks like Booster Gold whenever he would get advertising from other companies on his costume. It's dumb, I think.
He's the G-man.
That's besides the point, though. This has been a fun series, though. I am a big Green Arrow fan, and this has been a delight. I've liked seeing Green Arrow and the Arrow family back in action, trying to get back together.
I think this like Batman fatigue. I think a lot of people in this past year or so are just have Amanda Waller fatigue.
I have no fatigue with Amanda Waller. I haven't read really anything. The only other thing I've read with Amanda Waller was like the War for Earth 3, that little event last year.
Well, yeah. She was everywhere. She was Suicide Squad,
wasn't reading it,
or Peacemaker and stuff. She was on that TV show.
Yeah.
And the reason I think they have fatigue is because she hasn't been written well. She's just kind of been shoehorned in there. It's like, oh, it's Amanda Waller. She's the big bad. It's like when Lex Luthor is not written well, you can tell, and it hurts. Like when characters are misproperly used, we can think of them. Joker has been used to death, and because there's no really creative way to use them. I think the last creative way for me for Joker personally was 3 Jokers. But
I haven't read a Joker story really since Batman 3 Jokers, to be honest. I don't think I've read Joker in
Joker War.
Didn't read Joker War.
Ironically, that was probably the better Batman stories than what's going on right now.
I heard the Joker War was pretty good. But anyway, I've been enjoying Green Arrow. We found out that Amanda Waller has kind of been tied to, I think right now she's got Roy Harper kind of doing Black Ops stuff for her with the Suicide Squad. So I presume just from the cover here that Ollie is going to be like trying to demand that she lighten up on him. And he's trying, because the whole point is trying to get all of the Arrow family back in one spot before they get separated again. So, but I've been really enjoying this. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of sidekicks are supposed to show up, I think, in the next issue. Yeah, number 10. Number 10 is when they bring back Mia Dearden.
And Miko and all 3 girls are basically
Yeah. That's going to be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to. Yeah, and then Red Canary is going to be in there too.
I only cringe because it's like it's modern, and they're like, I mean, I could just see how this would go if DC's like went the Megan, Fitzmartin role. It's like we're canceling you, Ollie. You're a straight old white male who's rich,
but it's a straight white male who's writing it and drawing it. It's not Megan Fitzmartin. So anyway. I'm not going to interrupt you with your books. Let me finish my thoughts. Yes, this has been really fun. If you like Green Arrow, if you like Josh Williamson, this is a book to get. Oh, come on. Every time.
I found the reason why I don't like it. Peace Record. Don't subject me to that crappy character.
That's like saying don't read Superman because I don't like
Jason Aaron,
the side character.
Oh yeah, it did. That's the reason why I didn't read Extra Comics. I don't want the stupid kids in there.
Child hater. All right, but that's it. That is my number 4. Green Arrow number 9. That's what I've been waiting for. Green Arrow. Talk about books that take forever to come out. Green Arrow books take forever to come out. Sean Isaac, I love you, but you gotta. Can you work get a little more Jack Kirby in you? Just like start hammering out pages.
Garo. It's Garfield Logan as a star.
I heard the Beast War event was not half bad, actually. I heard it was fun. I heard it was a fun story. I may have to
Dr. Hate.
I might have to pick up that trade when it comes out.
Dr. Hate and Dr. Fate. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised it's Kent Nelson. It's probably a typo because Kent is not the current Dr. Fate. Also, Thunderheart is in here too. There's a cameo. But
yeah.
Anyway, that's my number 4.
Alrighty, sir. All right. Well, my number 4 is I got a little theme going here with these 5 through 3. So you can kind of guess what's going on once you see my number 4. And we got to go all the way down here past most of the crap. Here I am going to... And number 4 is Red Sonja, number 8. The other good book coming out through Dynamite. And it's just shockingly, it's by Torunn Grønbekk, who wasn't that great on Thor. I read some of her Carnage stuff. It was okay. Her teaming up with Walter Giovanni is probably the best thing I've read with Red Sonja in a long time. Not only are they allowing Red Sonja to basically be back to herself, she has the chastity vow again. At least if she doesn't, they don't show her going around sleeping with random people, getting drunk, being a lesbian. They're ignoring the Gail Simone run completely, which I love. It's just shocking to see a woman who actually likes the character and doesn't want to self-insert herself into the shit. Yeah, it's great. Walter Giovanni's art on this, his interior art is phenomenal. If you don't follow him on social media, go do. He's always posting sketches he does. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I read the last issue, but like I said, it's just been fun. It's like if you love the 2005 series of Red Sonja, the Dynamite did when they first started, they launched the character. It's fun. It's like it's basically Red Sonja the way she's always been written. Something happens, she basically gets involved in it, reluctantly has to slay, the evil bad guy or whatever in the case. Now, and the problem is that when I tell you, oh, she's going and killing these evil corrupt men, kings and stuff, it's like, well, she's just a feminist killing guys. It's kind of been her character before all this wokeness stuff, She defends the weak and slays the cruel, kind of like Conan, But Conan, kills, does the same thing. He's just a guy. It'll be interesting to see Conan killing females, evil queen stuff. But like I said, it said they respect the art in here too. They respect the fan. They realize Torn Grunbeck and Walter Giovanni realize that this book is really more well received by guys, straight males, than it was for the virtue signaling crap, that they were doing before. And yeah,
Shocker.
Kulan Gath is alive again. Now people are like, well, it's cliche. It's always Kulan Gath or Kulan Gath. That's honestly, I think it works that way because that's her number one nemesis. Obviously, throughout the years, she's had different villains, but Kulan Gath has always been the one she cannot stop. The one guy. He's a cockroach. He comes back. So,
true.
like I said, when he's written well, he's written well. And I'm excited to see what's going to go on here because, Red Sonja is just, she's written and drawn funny, basically she's drawn the way you'd see, like was it 2 issues ago? She was recuperating at a monastery with the nuns. She's outside helping with the field, planting stuff, and then she's basically she's in a little bikini bottom and she's got her shirt tied up and the nuns just kind of horrified. What are you doing? Dressing like a slut, basically. And it's just I love that whenever because she's basically she's a warrior, she's a barbarian, and basically because she's people who are more modest look down upon her, but and like I said, it's just don't judge people. That's all I'm gonna say. But because like I said, judge yourself before you judge others. But I don't know. Like I said, it's cheesecake with a good story. Before it wasn't even good cheesecake, and there was no good story, especially when Mark Russell's writing.
There was cheesecake. There wasn't even cheesecake in the Dan Jurgens, and that was semi-entertaining.
And that's the thing too is I don't know why Jan Jurgens had such horrible art.
I know it should have been a really cool artist because it was like King Arthur Red Sonja,
like the husband and wife team that own this. They own the rights to Red Sonja, as far as the character stuff. The wife is pretty dang hot, and they're making Red Sonja look worse than her. It's like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah.
The only thing that Dynamite still needs to fix is they're gonna do cosplay covers of Vampirella and Red Sonja. Get someone who actually fits the model type. Don't get these girls with the big or the big butts and no boobs whatsoever. It's just so weird how they get the most flat chested boyish looking women to cosplay. But I don't know. Like I said, your cosplay. Who are you selling the cosplay to? But anyway,
not to me.
Well, I don't know who they're who they're supposed to target to, but I don't know. It's like getting you're gonna get a cosplay cover of Namor, and instead it's Ed O'Neill in a Speedo. I'm gonna want to see that.
Thank you for that. That's a lovely thing. As I'm about to eat dinner here soon. That's fantastic. All righty.
Right.
My number 3, I'm going to borrow off of this theme that you seem to have. I'm going to talk about the book that you have.
Ed O'Neill and Speedo.
No, not that theme. Not that theme. The barbarian savage fantasy comics that you've been listing off.
Is there a new barbaric?
There's a new Conan the Barbarian.
Oh.
Issue number 8, which has a really fun cover on it with Belit. Or Belit. I think it's Belit. There it is.
Yeah. And it's not even the best cover.
I actually really dig this one. This is the one I'm gonna try to get.
I thought it was a Jay Lee cover at first.
No, I actually like this more than Jay Lee style.
So this is the cover that I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, the Patrick Zurcher.
The King Conan.
It's not bad.
I like that.
I want the Belit one because I'm not getting a lot of Belit in the interior. So, spoilers, the cover is kind of a misleader. There is not a lot of Belit in the book. The book is about Belit being murdered by a ghost, basically. And so Conan is having. I think in the last issue he got possessed by that same ghost.
Yes.
So
And
we're gonna get follow up to that. But
here's a fun game. Every time he says "believe," pretend he's swearing. He's being censored.
Belit. Is it Belit? Is it not Belit or is it Belit?
I know, but it sounds like you're censoring you.
Beep. But no, this has been really fun. I was shocked when I started to read this for two reasons. A, I'm not really a huge Conan fan. I don't like the movies.
Same here.
And then B, and then B, I'm not even a big Jim Zub fan because Jim Zub's Marvel stuff doesn't tend to read very well. So when I picked up issue number 1 of this, I have not stopped. It's been really enjoyable to read. Even with the cool pirate queen lady being dead, it's still a fun story. It's brutal. There's blood, there's guts, there's all kinds of cool stuff that I guess Marvel wouldn't let them do with Conan when they had the license. So it's a ton of fun. I highly recommend it. Even if you're not a huge Conan fan, I wasn't. I think that you can have some fun with this. And it's $4, which is pretty standard for comics nowadays. But you're getting 32 pages. You're getting Doug Braithwaite on art. And the art has been really good.
Doug Braithwaite is a phenomenal artist.
Yeah. His art has been really good.
Way better than what you see on the cover.
Yeah. Well, the cover, this girl, Ashley Eisenike, this is her very first cover. And I assume her very first interior. So for all I know, this might be the first comic she's ever done work for.
It looks like a fashion cover.
I dig it, though. To be honest, I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
I like Belit. I like the way she looks. But anyway, it is my middle of the list. It is my number 3 spot.
Sweet.
You should all be picking this up. Support Titan with their two books this week. There are 2 Conan titles.
I know, right? It's crazy. Alrighty. We're going to go to my number 3. Which happens to be Conan the Barbarian. All right. We actually share our number 3 together. Isn't that special?
The overlapping has commenced. I think number 1 and number 2 are also going to be overlappers.
But I think they're going to be switched because it's just the way you are.
Could be. Could not be. We'll find out.
Alrighty. Like I said, Conan the Barbarian is, and I definitely agree with Zach. This is a book I really wasn't interested in reading at all. I was like, oh, it's Jim Zub. Like, okay, let's see how this goes. This is the guy who was writing Savage Avengers and all that crap. And I was like, I don't want to. Like, it's through Titan. I'll give it a shot. And I was at the store. I opened up the book. And I was just like, the art just floored me. The only other book that do this had the same reaction for me was Lord of the Jungle. And that was with Dan Jurgens, the Tarzan story. And I was like, this is floored the art. Doug Braithwaite's art is phenomenal in this. I was like, dude, I had to get the book because this was the art alone. And then I read the story when I got home. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really good. This is Conan. Like I've been wanting to see a Conan book, in a long time. And there's no code. So I mean, like it's like this isn't Marvel Conan, where they actually couldn't. This is more like Savage, sort of Conan, where they actually could show nudity if they really wanted to. Not that there is much in this book itself, but it's like they show people being beheaded. They see arms, and you see the blood. You see all this stuff. It's like they treat the reader with respect, basically. Wow, like I said, it's just phenomenal storytelling, everything. There's no lesbians. There's no and there's no hint of homosexuality in this book whatsoever.
Conan's boyfriend has not shown up yet. That is true.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I'm knocking gays and there. Like I'm just saying it's like typically a big book like this, that's selling really well would have some kind of pandering of some sort.
Yeah.
No, there isn't, and it is. And like I said, it's just cool, man. Like if you like warrior, basically like comic books, barbarian, awesome. Conan is great. I love the movie. This is the first one. Second one, it's okay.
Second one was garbage. I'm sorry. I did not like the second one at all.
The
best part is when Arnold punches the camel. That's the best part.
Animal cruelty. You heard it here first.
It reminds me of Blazing Saddles when he punches the horse.
To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women. Just phenomenal stuff, dude. Like all of this. And if you're not reading Conan, it's not too late.
It's not too late at all. I think the first trade just came out last week or the week before.
Yeah. So you can get like 1 through 6.
Yeah. And was it the first 3 or 4 issues that was like that zombie horde story with that's
the whole part of the arc here, and it's just the second arc of that story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
And just his actions in the first volume have now come back to haunt him in the second part. Fun story, man. Like I said. And that is my number 3 this week.
All right. Now we get into the top 2. These are the books that I know for a fact. I mean, I typically I try to only pick bangers for my pull list. I don't buy stuff that I'm not going to be 100% satisfied with. That's why I ended up dropping that one shot, the giant size Fantastic Four. I'll read the new stuff online, but I don't read.
You don't want the 50-foot giant Miss Marvel?
That's an interesting way to go with. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done that with her powers yet. Like, why not just make her a giant girl? There used to be a giant girl in like the Marvel Adventures All Ages Avengers.
I remember Cassie would do it.
Cassie Lang would do it. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done it with Kamala yet. But no, my number 2, we're going to Indies. We're going to the other Josh Williamson book this week. He's got going with. Why is this your number 1 or is this your number 2?
You'll find out.
Yeah, if we're switching spots, I think. It's from Skybound. It's from Robert Kirkman. This is Josh Williamson and Tom Riley and Jordi Belair. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Duke number 3. This has been a banger. This has been awesome. If you are a G.I. Joe, if you are an old G.I. Joe fan, you like it. If you're a new G.I. Joe fan, if you're not even a G.I. Joe fan, you're just like dipping your toes into it, you're going to like it. It's very different from the Saturday morning cartoon G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe. Very different, but it is a lot of fun. Duke, it spins out of the events of one of the early Transformers issues where Duke survives an encounter with Starscream. He starts going crazy. He starts chasing conspiracy theories about the Transformers on Earth, and he gets put on leave from the military, and then they're after him because he's going and confronting these corporations that are working with the Decepticons. And so now he's been captured and he's being held in the pit, which is the G.I. Joe's headquarters. Except now it's a prison. And who else is in this prison? The Baroness. We had our first introduction to her at the end of issue number 2. Now it looks like she's going to be a more central figure. I am digging this look, by the way. Tom Riley, you're making me feel things about supervillain girls that I should not be. But doggone it, you did good here. This has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to see where he takes this, where between this and Cobra Commander, how they're building up the G.I. Joe side of the Energon verse. I'm liking this a lot more than Void Rivals and just barely more than Transformers. Just barely.
Will she still end up becoming the girlfriend of Destro?
That's a good question. Will this be like remember that god awful G.I. Joe movie where it turned out she was Duke's ex-girlfriend and then Cobra Commander was like her brother, I think? It was really weird. Do you remember that movie?
I remember this.
That god awful movie. where they had like Iron Man power suits.
Will her and Duke have a fling?
That's what I'm saying. Will they have a fling? I don't know. I'm thinking not. I'm going to give Joshua Williamson a little bit more credit, but yeah, it remains to be seen. There have been mysteries and questions popping up in every issue. I don't suspect number 3 is going to answer them all, but doggone it, it's fun. Go along for the ride anyway, though. There's a spoiler cover that I feel like this is going to be a key issue because every time Skybound does a spoiler cover, there's something big. Like with Void Rivals, it was the Transformer one. And then, with I think it was Cobra Commander, there was like the Megatron reveal. So I feel like this is going to be a really big issue, and there's going to be some huge reveal in it.
I want to know what he's standing on.
Why does it look like Voltron?
It looks like a Gundam or Snake Eyes.
Yeah. A very big Snake Eyes helmet that had the forehead taken off. I don't know. Could not tell you. I almost thought it was the torch of the Statue of Liberty, but then I was like, nah, that's green. That's kind of a fun cover. I'm still getting the Tom Riley one.
I get flashbacks to Johnny Storm talking about it. MTV Cribs, here's a Baxter building. That's how I see all this. But fun series, man. My number 2 for this week is not this issue.
We're going flip-flopsies. I know what your number 1 is.
Do you now?
I think I do. I could be wrong.
My number 2 for this week is Flash. Captured by Dr. Elemento, which I believe there's only one issue after this. And if you're not a fan of this series, what more do you want? You're getting a father-daughter thing, and it's not just a legacy character created and just discarded, She's not showing up her dad and just be like she's Mary Sue or she has all this stuff, And and she's not like she's another Flash, it's sidekick to basically to like Wally or stuff. She's more of this. We're spotlighting Jay Garrick, the original Flash, who kind of gets overlooked and kind of just pushed aside. And I'm glad that Jay has got I think it was actually the CW show that actually gave Jay Garrick an even bigger push.
I think so.
It's a resurgence.
I want to say you're right. I want to say you're right. Yeah.
John Ship's portrayal is really cool in that stuff, but too bad he's surrounded by a crappy show. But anyway, but we got Judy in here too, and it's fun. Jeremy Adams is a fun writer and just person to listen to as well. Watching his interviews, he's just an overall nice guy. He's entertaining, everything. Especially if you follow him on Twitter and Instagram, he uploads the comp videos when he gets here's these comp books. He's got his daughter holding the camera and she's like, "Oh, extreme zoom!" He's got young kids, so you can see where he gets the ideas for how kids interact with each other and stuff when they're being naughty or mischievous. When he's working on the Flash, he's doing that. He does that kind of with the Judy here as well. The only thing, and I understand why people are upset because they retcon the origin.
Which I don't even see that as a loss.
And it's not. To me, it's not a cheapened. It didn't cheapen it any whatsoever. No. It's not an insult.
I think it enhanced it. If anything, I think they enhanced it because you took a throwaway character who really means nothing in the grand scheme of things, and you reintroduced him back into the lore of this character. They
could have left it alone, and no one would care. It's and like I said, it's not like they took it and just did it over. You see, this whole thing is his wife is the reason why he is the way he is. It's no, that's not. They didn't wokeify it. They didn't just insult the character. Having a villain be the one that be responsible for the reason he's got his stuff. And I'm curious as how this is going to wrap up with that villain. Is this villain going to die? Or is this going to be a new villain? Kind of like Jay Garrick has his nemesis. It's this guy, this Dr. Elemental. Because I don't think Jay really had a nemesis.
Not that I can recall.
Yeah. To me, this is kind of cool. It's like
there was one guy. Yeah,
No.
all of his villains that I can think of are really just like JSA
like
villains.
I can see like Jeremy Adams giving a line into like Jay's like, it's like, it's not how I got my powers that defines me. It's what I do with them. Like something like that's, I want something like that. So
I think there was one villain that he had for a little bit in like JSA. I think back before Jeff Johns even took over, or right when he took over. It was like almost like a reverse Flash version of Jay Garrick.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's
that's it. Evil Black Cat. Thank you. Evil Black Cat with the win, the rival.
The rival. I looked at the rival. He was
that was it though. Every other villain he has is a JSA villain.
Yeah.
Degaton or Icicle or any of those guys.
So what I'm thinking is that at the end of this, and I hope I don't know if it's gonna be happening, but my prediction is that Dr. Amento is gonna get speed powers. And I really hope they don't, because that kind of would cheapen it out for his character.
Yeah. I mean, what? Speedsters can only have speedster villains? Is that what we're saying?
Right? It gets like the guy
taking
gets
the wrong lessons from CW Flash, Bankman.
so the guy gets turtle powers. And develops a thing for pizza.
I'm happily fine with him just having elemental powers. That's
sure, yeah.
fine.
Well, yeah. Dr. Alchemy was another villain he had.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dr. Alchemy.
So, like I said, it's been creative. It's been, I think it's really respectful to the character. And like I said, it's a little thing you can get over as far as okay, they retconned it a little bit, but it didn't really change much. The actions still happen the same way. It's not like the Ta-Nehisi Coates of Captain America, how he got his powers, because, well, the women allowed it. It's not that bullshit. But
yeah. CJ, my problem is those three villains are all JSA villains. They're not just Flash villains. So that's my thing. This is a cool cover. I like this is a 2-part connecting cover that you have on the screen with all the speedsters.
Oh, I was looking at that Evil Cat's comment. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. That's fun.
Actually, it's the Flash family.
Barry's in the back where he belongs.
Actually, Max is in the back.
Max is also in the back.
Iris has got with her speed suit is able to run with him.
Oh, is that Iris? Is that who? Oh, yeah, she's holding onto his arm.
You remember in the, I think it was New 52 or was it Rebirth? She put a suit on, and that way she wouldn't hurt herself. Basically, allowed her to basically to move with him.
Whatever. Get out of there, Barry. Wally's better. That's why he's on the next cover.
Connecting cover though, I kind of want this.
I do too. The art's really good.
Is there one before this?
No. That's it. It's just a 2-part connecting cover.
Oh, that just throws me off.
I know, right? Just two. It's so
this is gonna be a poster, right?
It should be. If it is, I'll get it.
Majority of these are usually posters.
But if it becomes a poster, I will get that poster.
Yeah. Here we go. We get the weird covers.
That's kind of cool. The running perspective.
I love the fact that she has jeans that she runs in, just like your dad.
That is cool. I do like that. Although, have you ever tried to run in boots? It doesn't work.
Well, she's also running fast than we are, so she can run at half speed and just like.
That's true too.
And Blake History, where Mr. Terrific shows off his balls.
They're getting it in right under the wire.
And his flat crotch.
2 days till the end of February.
Yeah,
that is a cool Mr. Terrific cover. I will say it's a little bit boring with the pose, but the art looks cool. The art design's cool.
Francis Monopole is what I want.
Francis Monopole, yep. That is one of my personal favorite Flash artists.
Oh, already. You want to count down your books?
You already know, don't you? All right, my number 5 is Ram V's Detective Comics with number 1082. My number 4 book this week is Green Arrow number 9, Josh Williamson's DC book this week. Number 9. My number 3 is Conan the Barbarian. We are on issue number 8 with him, with Belit. Number 2 is Duke. Number 3, Joshua Williamson's indie book this week. I always there's always 2 Josh Williamson books out in any given week. It's never just one.
Mm-hmm.
And then my number 1 book, RDB just praised it. I'm going to try to add some extra stuff in there. But it is the book you see before you. It is Jay Garrick, The Flash. This is issue number, what is this, number 5? Number 5. Yeah, this has just been a delightful series. It's actually longer. I thought when I heard it was he was doing a mini series, I thought it was going to be like 4 issues. I guess it's 6, which is great. 2 extra issues. This has been just a delight to read. Jeremy Adams, one of the best new writers, if we can call him new. I know he's been there for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the best writers that's over at DC right now. His Green Lantern book is phenomenal. His Flash run was way too short. Also phenomenal. I like what he's doing with the Garrick family. You know, Jay and Judy having this daughter that they forgot about because she was taken out of the timeline, and now they're getting her back. And it just the family dynamic, because Jay and Judy are older, so there's like them trying to figure out like how are we going to be parents to this teenager when we're seniors, and then there's just the cool. They really adopted Jeremy Adams. Really adopted kind of like that Arrow flashback storytelling, where it's like, hey, here's what happened in the past. It's how it connects to modern day. So seeing that with this has been really cool. Seeing the JSA pop up, you know, they've shown like JSA missions in the 30s and how it connects to the modern day story. Seeing Judy, you know, and how she becomes friends with Stargirl has been a lot of fun. The art has also been really good. Diego Orlategui, I hope that's how I'm pronouncing it.
It's probably like
Orlategui. I'm going to say Orlategui. Diego. I'm just going to say Diego. Diego. His art style has been a lot of fun. It pops. It's vibrant. It is a little bit better. I say a little bit. I mean a lot.
Whenever it's Orlategui.
Orlategui?
Orlategui?
Maybe Orlategui. Maybe.
It sounds like Diego Orlategui.
He's definitely going to be better than Riley Rossmo. If you're on the Riley Rossmo hate train and you don't like the Sandman story, which you should because it's freaking fun, this will definitely have more appealing art for you. But then with me, like it's all about, with Jay Garrick, especially with the Flash family, it's all about family. The storytelling, the dynamics, the relationships. Yes, I made a Fast and
I got that.
I made a Fast and Furious joke because it's about the Flash and family. Yeah,
and I'm serious.
It's a lot of fun. It's lots of fast, little furious. But it's a ton of fun. Everybody should be picking this up. Support Jeremy Adams. Let DC know that taking him off of books is the worst thing that they can do. I don't even know how the Cy Spurrier Flash is selling. I imagine it can't be doing better than it did when he was on it.
Every time he posts a video or the comment sections for Jeremy Adams is up, it's just like everybody wants him to continue writing Judy if they possible, or Jay. They love the stories. Like, I personally want him to do a Young Justice or Young JSA. I want more hijinks.
Regular JSA. I mean, shoot. I think he could do the full blown JSA.
But for me personally, because he's good at writing family stuff and kid stuff. Yeah, I would love to have more hijinks with Courtney and Judy,
and bring back Cyclone.
Yeah.
We know you have Cyclone in there, DC. Let her out again. Give us a redhead that can make tornadoes. Anyway,
I don't know. Like I said, I want Judy and then Courtney getting the hijinks, and just everything, just having to deal with, high school and stuff. Because Judy's now I don't think she's out of high school.
A new young All Stars.
Yes.
Not like the old Young All-Stars. New Young All-Stars. Anyway.
You do it, though.
This is a ton of fun. I always end up smiling, reading cover to cover. It's a blast. Y'all should pick it up.
Alrighty.
Is my 5 books of the week.
All right. Count down my 5, and I'll get to my number 1. Alrighty. My number 5 this week was Savage Sword of Conan, number 1. Number 4 was Red Sonja, number 8. 3 was Conan the Barbarian, number 8. Number 2 we just saw was Jay Garrick, number 5. It was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 5. And my number 1.
Wait for it. Oh, you're not getting the new Marvel What If? What if Loki was Venom and they had the Infinity Gauntlet?
Just kidding. No, it's not Fire and Ice. It is.
Ah, I would have thought for sure.
It is Duke, number 3.
That's right.
I just can't say no to the Baroness. She's hot. She's evil. I just have a thing for hot girls that are evil. I don't know. That's probably like 90% of the girls that are out there now. No. so this version of Duke has been badass compared to the cartoon version we had. I like this. This is kind of like a Sean Gordon Murphy take on Batman, but instead we're doing Joshua Williamson's like redoing Cobra, or Cobra, and GI Joe, and it's just fun. It's just fun to watch. And like I said, throwing in the Transformers, you don't know who's going to show up next. These makes these books hot, and just collectability as far as that too.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this is set in the 80s, so they're doing the cartoons, but they're changing a few things. Just like Transformers
is it set in the 80s?
Yes, because Transformers is set in the 80s.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that just blew my mind.
So,
yes,
because it's a story of yeah. Otherwise, you'd all have smartphones.
I did not put that together.
Yeah,
doggone it.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yes. So, like I said, especially you look at the van they were driving in the Transformers, and the kids, this is where they're stargazing the telescope. None of them had smartphones. That's a big giveaway. The retelling of the stories they were set place in the 80s when these came out. So, like I said, that's even more fun too. And the fact that this story, these Cobra Commander and Duke, okay, like what's word you say? I guess mesh you'd say be the word. I guess. Oh well, it fits with the what's going on Transformers.
Yeah, mesh is the right word.
It is just like it's awesome. I just been fun with this. I hated the GI Joe cartoon. I thought it was so freaking boring. But the toys were awesome though. And that's the good thing about the cartoon. It was there to sell toys, just like He-Man. But I say GI Joe is better than He-Man. A little bit. Oh, not by much.
Definitely better than He-Man.
Yeah. Like I said though, I was kind of upset that we didn't get more GI Joe movies, but we did get some cartoons, Renegades and stuff. Honestly, I'm just having fun. And every time they introduce a new GI Joe pops in, and like I'm just thinking, where's this gonna go at the end? Like, because Cobra is still in the stages before they haven't announced they're Cobra. As far as we still they still have like the Mars Corporation building stuff, but they haven't revealed themselves yet. And Duke started to run into them, and then with the Transformers, like I just can't wait till it comes to head. This is kind of like big game, man. Setting it up. We got to have the ambassadors. We had the nightclub and like all these different wanted, just for one giant big event. Something's gonna happen when at the end of these. The Transformers, Void Rivals. I can't wait to that big crossover event. It's gonna be epic. And like I said, this is a cool stuff. It's cool spin on as far as the original characters, giving a little more of an edge, more of an adult, flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But especially now that they don't have to adhere to if no one dies in the cartoon, they go into a coma. No. When someone gets killed, they get killed. Someone gets splatted. I just love it. So, but yeah, again, Josh Williamson is proven to be a good writer. I like him what he's doing with Superman. I love him when he was on the Robin series. And he's been proving himself even more on here with these Duke and Cobra.
Yeah, I think he's definitely shining more on these.
He's had some weaker stuff he did at DC, but I think there's more DC interference.
I think, well, yeah, the events for sure. Like I know
Yeah.
that was a lot of it was when he wrote the events, he was doing it basically all by himself. He didn't
Mhm.
have anybody else helping him out. So,
Yep.
from what I understand.
Yep. And that's why it's my number one. But there are some other stuff coming out this week. Let's talk about some of the trades coming out this week, bro.
Woohoo! Yeah, there are some trades coming out this week.
Radiant Black Volume 5. So if you haven't been collecting the floppies, here's a chance to get the latest start arc so collected. You can skip anything Amazing Spider-Man.
That's true.
Yeah. Just Society of America, Volume 1, The New Golden Age, collected hardcover.
That's a nice, yeah. That's issues 1-5 of the new JSA run from Jeff Johns. You also get the new Golden Age #1 one shot in there. It's a good little collection of them for $25.
Part of me is like, should I wait for the omnibus? Jeff omnibus, you know.
I might get if they do an omnibus with all of them. I might get it for the collect. I don't think it'll be as big as the 3 I already have. But what's up, Spiffy?
Hey, Spiffy. He's here to remind us that he wants more Skylanders.
Nope, that was a one-time thing.
Yeah, go check out our reading that Zach and I did last night on the channel, Sonic the Hedgehog. Fun. 2018 IDW's first issue, taking over March Comics. They had a Skylanders #1 preview in the back. It was fun.
It was something. It was something.
Breaking Zach. It should have been the name of the channel. Or the Sky's the limit. I found the limit. Bendis Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man hardcover.
That's the Spider-Man. The Wedding of Tony Stark and Emma Frost.
Just look, her ass is bigger than Rogue's. Absolute Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, another Dark Knight collection.
But look, 0 Hour Crisis in Time Omnibus.
That's pretty cool.
$175. And the complete Invincible Library volume hardcover coming out this week.
I like that blue costume, the black and blue, the Nightwing costume.
That was a costume they started changing over, and then, like I said, throughout the series, he did a couple of color schemes, but the blue and gold are always my favorite because
the blue and gold is classic, yeah.
But
speaking of classic, that Ultimate X-Men cover is pretty sweet.
And here's Volume 1 hardcover, new printing.
Oh, nice.
So, let's see.
That's a pretty cool cover. The Death of Spider-Man with him in the Sinister Six.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Volume 5 collects Ultimate Collection volumes 9 and 10 into one massive slipcase tome that's over 600 pages of pure Invincible goodness. It's the canvas for the Invincible fan and a perfect addition to any reinforced sturdy bookshelf. You could probably use this to sturdier bookshelf for help. In this volume, Invincible's battle with the dinosaurs. Yes, dinosaurs, bro. If you've not read this series, Zach, you need to read it.
I definitely have not read that far into it. Basically, my knowledge of it goes about as far as the cartoon.
Yeah, 97 through 120. I've been kind of waiting for this, man. I just wish it was $125. I hope it drops down in price. I gotta look at in stock trades, but fun series. Oh, Gary from Nerdrotic is working on his colors. But,
wow! I thought you said Pepe Larraz. I was. How many doppelgangers does Gary have in the comic industry?
Yeah. Wait, so it's like every blonde, there's a Barbie version of it, Barbie blonde. So there's a Gary bearded neckbeard. I don't know. Anyway, Ryan Ottley is awesome here. Russ Wutoon doing the lettering. Kirkman's awesome. He said these.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a black Invincible.
Oh gosh, there's a multiverse, isn't there? That's right. I remember. They have a multiverse in this too.
Well, this wasn't really a multiverse. And you'll see there's a different story going on with that.
Yeah, but well, still, multiverses are the bane of the comic industry. They just don't know it.
Fun stories, though. Yeah. All right. And then we go to 0 Hour.
Zero.
Comics 703, Beverage of the Superman 516, Anima number 7, Batman 511, Batman Shadow of the Bat 31, Catwoman Damage. You said Dark Stars, Detective Comics, Flash. Then you have Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, Warrior number 20, the Hawkman, Justice League. It's like so many different crossover events. Now I don't know how good this was, but that's a nice looking cover, man.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Dan Jurgens doing the
Dan
cover.
Jurgens and Jerry Ordway.
Yep. Dark Star, Don Troy. Then Mo Douglas.
There's a lot of Dark Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, as I knew, X10 is a Hank Hall.
I knew Hank Hall as
they did
he was Dr. Fate for a while too, I think. I think he was the one who was Dr. Fate.
Wasn't Hank Hall also this Hawk and Dove? He's Hawk.
He was Hawk, and then it turned out he was Hawkman's son, like Carter Hall's son, and then he also became Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Hank Hall had a busy superhero life. Lady Blackhawk, there's someone you don't see every day.
Look, it's Leary Lee, Linear Woman. Martha Kent, get ready to go to a drag show.
Carter Hall.
Yeah.
As Nighthawk.
Yeah, Nighthawk.
Guy Gardner's other personality.
Where's Cinnamon? Bastard.
Yeah, where is Cinnamon? Can't have Nighthawk without Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like having Hawkman without Hawk Girl.
Right.
Anyway.
Yep, going there. And of course, we got some facsimiles coming out from Marvel. Number 2 of a Marvel Superhero Secret Wars.
2 weeks, they will be releasing number 3. So it looks like they are going through all of the Secret Wars, which means, doggone it, I need to go find that number 1 because I do not have Secret Wars number 1 for my collection.
Paying no attention to the woman working as colorist. She didn't exist back then.
She didn't exist.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to picking up my very own copy of the first appearance of the black suit.
I was going to say, they kind of changed the cover a little bit.
What do you mean?
There's no Spider-Man. There's no UPC. But we know damn well.
No UPCs? What?
So you damn well know when you go to pick up a store, there's going to be a freaking UPC right here.
Nope. There better not be. It better be on the back. It better be on the back.
I guarantee there's going to be one.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to send you a picture if there is.
The other facsimile coming out this week.
By the way, this is for Breen. Floating heads! There are floating heads.
Yes, this is the other facsimile coming out this week.
You had the original.
I bought it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's coming out facsimile.
Oh, okay.
Way cheaper than what I paid for.
You got the original, that's why.
Yeah, it's $18 versus $5,
18 is actually, I thought you would have paid more though. You got a pretty good deal.
It's reasonable from what I said. It was under $20. So
yeah.
Had it been like 35, I probably would have passed up on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, for $5, I was like, the facsimile. If that shop wouldn't have had the original copy there, I would have bought the facsimile this week, as I saw it's coming out. But if you've never read this is fun. It takes place in Madripoor in 1941. Logan and Captain America meet each other for the first time. And also Black Widow is as a young girl, and they kind of retcon a little bit of her story. She's there with Ivan and the hands. They are going against the Hand. Also, because it has flashbacks. Flashbacks in 1941 with those 4 together. Mm-hmm. Then it goes to like the current, which was like the 80s, I guess, right? And they're together again, and I love it because Natasha calls him Little Uncle, the Wolverine, because he came like her uncle. Yeah. So I was like, and of course Jubilee is and Psylocke are there too, and Jubilee's like she hates Black Widow. She's like, it's like, what's with all these girls? Like, I don't trust her. And like, what's with Wolverine? All these crazy women coming out of the woodworks. It's like, it's like Jubilee, he gets around. Just saying. Wolverine knows a lot of ladies. But Captain America doesn't like killing, but he understands it though. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like that. I kind of like the seeing the. I'm judging you, but I'm not going to judge you out loud. Wolverine. But like I said, Jim Lee's art is phenomenal. This, and dear God, it took me about 30 minutes to read this. The dialogue boxes, not only that, but the narration. But it was fun.
That's how those old books work.
Claremont, yep. Claremont was working his ass off. All right. So there's the Ultimate Spider-Man, Death Spider-Man. That's the other one we're talking about. The Sinister Six version.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
All right. Heat Seekers, the Gun Honey series, the one that I was talking before, where by Cootie, it was just horrendous. Great covers.
But those covers, though.
Yeah.
that artwork.
All right. Star Wars Epic Collection. Rise of the Sith, Volume 1.
I can't recall if these are Marvel or if these are Dark Horse.
Wow.
I think if it has the Legends banner, it's Dark Horse.
Phantom Menace begins here.
Yeah, I think Dark Horse had comics that had the comics at the time.
They're from the 90s, bro. 1998
yeah.
and stuff.
So I think
which I mean, they might be actually good.
Yeah. A lot of people. I don't recognize any of these guys, so it really must be Dark Horse.
They're in the dark?
No, it's just Dark Horse. I mean, I know there are some names that are really big from Dark Horse, but I don't know a lot of them. So.
Yep. Well, Marania, Jubilee was more kind of like jealous. She liked being Wolverine center attention. So she she felt protective over him. She didn't even really like Psylocke. All right, Volta Horror, EC Archives. This is for Eric and Brady if you're still around here. This is coming out before trade paperback, $20. You can skip the crappy Vampirella Christopher Reese book because it sucks. But here you go. Like I said, perfect example again. Told you about the covers here with Lucia Perillo. He draws her really. He paints the book really well, but tentacle flesh. He's got a fetish here for all tentacles, bro. Look at this.
It's like she's about to get the Venom suit.
Symbiote stuff, the eyeballs and everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's like he needs to lay off the tentacles for a little bit. But Ultimate X-Men Omnibus Volume 2. A lot of the Ultimate books are coming out and collected in trades now.
Well, Ultimate X-Men #1, I think, launches next week or in the next 2 weeks. So probably they're trying to get a little bit of buzz going for that, I think.
Marvel vs. Mary Jane. Will it be good stuff or will it be current crap? Let's see. Collecting Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. Oh, #1.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Until Till Spider-Man #16. Makes Spider-Man Annual #19. Okay, cool. Amazing Mary Jane #5. Material from Many Loves. Let's right #1. So, wow.
There you go.
Look at the art right from Romita Sr.
Nice. That sounds like it's right up your alley.
Problem is, I already have most of these too. And the Many Loves of Amazing Mary Jane, Many Loves of Amazing Spider-Man #1. Yeah, okay.
The Many Loves of Mary Jane.
Seems that way. Everyone but Peter. I actually own these first 3. And then I had the 4th one for a while too, Until Tales. This is back when she actually loved Spider-Man and loved Peter Parker and all this bullshit, you know? There goes the other cover, bro. Art germ.
Woo! Golly!
Next to Whistleblowers. Which is hotter? Oh,
I mean, really? You have to ask?
it's kind of a dark joke. You see the smokestack there?
Yeah. That's wow. Wow.
Man Cave Studios Hound. I've never heard of this book before, but it's coming up. All right, Blood Oath and Murder Inc. Mick Jagger, Jagger Rose. Marvel Masterworks, Marvel 2-in-1, Volume 7 hardcover.
Not just a corner box of heads, a whole spine of floating heads.
Yes. Awesome.
Very cool.
Thing and the Avengers versus Thanos. Or it looks like Darkseid almost. But Battle Action, Rib Through Rebellion, Volume 2, Garth Ennis. That's pretty cool. Another Heatseeker freaking cover. And another one, bro.
Another one. That one, I like the artwork on that one. It looks like an old like Alex Ross Black Widow.
It's because it's Sienkiewicz.
Yeah.
That's why it's so great. The black and white one. All right. But that looks like it's it for this week of this edition of Top 5. Alrighty. You guys had fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Dang, autocorrect. I'll say in terms of Superman, his relationship with Gwen Stacy is to die for.
different superhero. Superman was with Gwen Stacy? What?
Right. Alrighty then. Let's get some comments here too. Dark Horse is Legends canon. Marvel isn't canon.
That's true. Yeah, Dark Horse Legends is what a lot of Star Wars fans think with this canon. That is true.
With all the kids Wolverine has in one form or another, Jubilee should not be surprised that he knows a lot of women, biblically among other ways.
Is that what they call it now? Biblically? Is that how they?
If Wolverine waits a while, and she'll grow up and she'll be one of his women.
No, don't. Why would you say that? That's terrible.
Every woman he comes across that he raises ends up becoming his lover.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
He's literally like the Highlander who wants to live forever when love dies.
There can be only one.
Yes, until we learned of the quickening. They're actually aliens from another planet. Unlike Ironside. One of the most fun sequels that is so bad, it's fun. All right. I think Power Girl and Emma Frost would be the best couple ever.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not even a Zach joke. That's worse than a Zach.
That's really not even me.
That's a Geek Easy level joke.
Oh.
All right. Carol killed Rhodey. Zach, the other is that you mentioned kind of makes sense. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but Tony was way better off with Kathy Dare than with Hellcat. Neither one of them could have. The other one just shot him in the head. Anyway, keep bumping up from 8 to 10 people, man. Wolverine did get action in Fortnite. I did not read the Marvel Fortnite one.
He did. He did get with the redheaded girl who looked like the grown-up version of the Wendy's mascot.
So you're saying she looked like she's ugly as the current Lilith in Borderlands? Or
no,
movie?
She's cuter than Lilith in Borderlands.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to make Lilith look like she's 50. Lilith is like a young girl, not young girl, but she's like a 20 or 30 something.
It's like they took the Zelda from the Teenage Sabrina.
Yeah.
The one from the 90s, and like we're gonna take a 60-year-old woman and make it look like, but when your character's only supposed to be like in her early 20s.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand the logic behind that. Or Kevin Hart, because the character Kevin Hart is supposed to be playing is like this Carl Weathers from Predator type of guy. I don't know how they got Kevin Hart.
To me, it's like they saw, look what James Gunn do with Guardians. We can copy that, and they're gonna be like, why did it work?
Well, because Borderlands is a movie you can do that with. Anyone who's played Borderlands, it is very much a you can copy James Gunn's homework and do it. And actually, Jack Black as the Claptrap robot is genius. And I'm even somewhat sold on Jamie Lee Curtis. And then the little girl they have to play Tiny Tina also looks really good. But yeah, those two, Cate Blanchett and Kevin Hart, seem like very weird casting choices for me. But,
I feel like I'd rather go with Linda Hamilton over what's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Linda Hamilton, I can't see doing anything comedic.
Or Sigourney Weaver.
Maybe Sigourney Weaver, but again. She's cuter than Jamie Lee Curtis, I will say
Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm getting flashbacks to that cringe moment with Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies.
I don't think I saw that one.
With Arnold?
The last thing I saw with Jamie Lee Curtis, she was in a series of NCIS episodes. She had a recurring role.
Oh.
She was
anyway.
Oh yeah, as soon as I bring up NCIS, you want to turn off the lights. I see how it is.
I'm sorry that
time show hater.
You found the one thing that's probably on the same level as Mad Men in the Box.
NCIS is a blast. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, it knocks me off of my shoes, out of my clothes, into my pajamas, into bed. That's how great it is.
That was TMI. But anyway, if y'all enjoyed this stream, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Comment with the books that you're picking up this week. If you are picking up any, let us know in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Did you like our books? Are you picking any of them up? Or are you getting something else like Amazing Spider-Man and you think it's the greatest thing ever? Tell us why.
Yes.
Inquiring minds want to know.
And if you're not getting books, tell us why you hate Marvel and DC so much.
Well, why wouldn't they be getting indie books?
Because it's all about, I hate Marvel DC, but yet you want to buy indie books. Like I said, I don't understand that. The people who are like, I hate the big two, so why don't you support the other ones? I don't get the money. So even if Marvel DC were doing well, you don't have the money to buy it. So
yeah.
I don't know. Zach is cruising for a Gibbs smack. Wait, a Gibby?
A Gibbs smack. All right, Marani gets a cool point for that. Gibbs smacks, yeah. That's when Gibbs would walk up behind DiNozzo when he was smart mouthing or being stupid, and he'd just give him an open palm smack on the back of the head.
Mine going to iCarly, Gibby.
No, that's Gibby. That's not Gibbs. That's Gibby. It's spelled differently and everything.
Or is it an Andy Gibbs?
No, his name is L.J. Gibbs. Leroy Jethro Gibbs.
You know too much, Zach. I bow to your security. I bow. I'm not worthy.
It's a great show. They're saying DiNozzo is going to come back for a few episodes. It's been like 8 years since he was on the show. Anyway. I'm not geeking out or anything. Fine.
Yeah, fine.
Fine.
If you like NCIS and think it's the greatest thing ever, leave a comment down below. If you don't like it,
tell him he's wrong.
And if you don't like it, comment on the person that says they love it and tell them they suck and they need to get better shows.
I'm just saying, you don't get to stay on the air for 15 years by being terrible.
Wheel of Fortune's been on the air for all years. And
it's not terrible. It's always amusing.
It's mediocre, bro.
Just wait until you turn 50. You'll love it. That's my parents.
There's sometimes when you live long enough to
Jeopardy.
become the villain, and that's basically that show is. It's becoming the villain.
How dare you? Vanna White is America's sweetheart, sir. How dare you?
I was talking about NCIS. It's like Simpsons. It needs to go.
No. It's got 5 spinoffs.
5 spinoffs. Because why?
Because
there we go. Thank you, sir. They wait for
Get out of here, brain. Y'all gonna have to start sending me actual apples because I eat them like they're candy now.
I'm just whenever I see apples, I think of like oh, he must be a school teacher giving apples.
Apples are delicious. They're good for you too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, tomatoes are much worse. If you ever wonder if NCIA is good, remember the scene where they solve a computer being hacked by turning the monitor off.
Yes, they do solve a computer being hacked. He turns off a computer. Yep, because Gibbs hates technology.
I'm 60 plus and NCIS and meth. It's still going on. I honestly thought it was canceled in the early 2000s. You know why those are on? Because old people need something to watch at the nursing home.
I watch it. I'm not old. I watched that show with my grandmother when I was younger. That's how I love it.
Grandmother watches it. See,
my grandmother's not 60. She's in her 90s. She still likes it.
She can't even physically turn the channel anymore. Dear God, it's still on. Help.
Actually, I don't want to watch because they had the guy who played Ducky was the guy from Man from U.N.C.L.E., which Breen will know. Probably Maranya will too. He died several months back. So I don't want to watch it because it'll make me sad. But also they put what's his name from that 70s show, Fez. He's on it now, and he's grown as an actor. He's not just a goofball anymore. He can actually be serious.
You know, he was on before that. He was on The Ranch.
Fez?
Yeah. Fez showed up on The Ranch.
I haven't seen The Ranch. I didn't know that.
And then Netflix, yeah.
Did Mila Kunis show up on The Ranch too? How many That 70s Show co-stars?
It was just
Fez.
It was Hyde and Kelso were basically brothers in their characters in that show.
Oh, okay.
Sam Elliott's the dad.
Yeah, I knew that.
He's pro Ford. He hates Chevy. Like I said, it's a fun show, man. For all you McRib lovers would love Hyde. Yes. He has a chest freezer full of just like 100 of or more of just McRibs. He's keeping them frozen. He's like, in case the apocalypse happens, he has all these McRibs he can eat.
That's disgusting. I don't care for the McRib.
He still warms them up in the microwave. It's still good. No,
but talking about food, my dinner is ready to go. I'm ready to go eat some beef and potatoes.
Well, you better stop before he leaves.
I know, I better.
That's your frugal joke for the night.
It's my frugal joke. I haven't heard. Where is the captain? I haven't heard his soundboard in months.
You know where the captain is? On the comment section on our Sonic rating we did last night on the channel.
You should get him to come voice Dr. Eggman or
Robotnik. I'm thinking of having him come in and voice, characters. I have specific characters. I have people come in, voice, read them for me. Like I said, next week is probably request Amy Lester. If you're in the chat, you are required to show up next Monday. All right, but into that, or maybe I'll get Breen to be Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman. I don't know. Well, I mean, it would be cool to have Frugal come on and just, read a short story. But the problem is that Frugal is usually in bed.
Frugal does go to bed fairly early.
Or his kids won't let him stream. I got kids, man.
He's being held hostage.
Right. But, all right, we're rambling. Have a good night, people. We'll see you on Thursday for the follow-up Best of the Week at 8 p.m. Central.
Happy New Comic Day.
Oh, real quickly, as of July, DC switching back to basically releasing their books only on Wednesdays.
Really? No Tuesday releases?
No more Tuesday releases. It's Wednesday releases only.
What year? What's that movie where Robin Williams goes, what year is it? Because DC is doing that, and then Marvel said they're going back to no higher than $3.99 for their books. Like they're doing a hard. That was my reaction too. But between that and this, I'm like, what is going on? Did we get in a time machine? Is Bendis going back to Marvel? Watch that be the next announcement they make.
Maybe they realize their sales are hurting because with all the different companies shipping out different times, books getting lost and stuff.
That could be it.
Orders not being fulfilled.
That could be it. That could be.
You know,
Interesting.
my shop's already paid for books and they didn't show up.
So I'm not going to get any notifications of you reading DC books early, saying, "Oh, this is awesome." I'm going to have to wait till actual new comic book day.
Well, that's the thing about this. I have connections. If I want to go through my shop, I can get the book a day ahead of time if I really wanted to.
You got your connections. I see.
No.
I need your connections.
Well, they wouldn't be my connections if I shared them with other people. It's like it's
It's a valid point. That's a valid point you make, sir.
But anyway,
that was a little PS on the end of this long letter that we've written for y'all.
our long letter. It's written with love.
It is in cursive.
It was the intent for love, but it came out worse. All right. Good night, guys.
Sayonara, everybody.
And go check out the Sonic reading. The more of you guys that show up and actually give it a thumbs up and leave comments, let us know, watch it. We will get Zach reading more Sonic the Hedgehog, letting me butcher that character for him and ruining his childhood. Look at that face. He's just so happy. He's smiling, he's laughing. He wants more of it. He wants more.
Don't do it. I'm just an innocent boy watching his childhood dreams just die. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, Pal World is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic was the first Pal World. That is true. I stand by that.
All right. Later, guys.